Hello everyone, hello guys, my name is Ivan Aurelio Radiatamaputra and you can call me Ivans. And in this video, I would like to explain how I use AI or artificial intelligence as a learning assistant to develop my grade 10 EFLs or English Foreign Language teaching modules. So these projects consist of three main steps, guys. The first, I generate original narrative story. So I will use original my narrative story. And then the second, I develop a complete teaching module based on this story. And then the last, I create AI generate educational illustration to support classroom learning or classroom activities. So, throughout these presentations, I will explain the prompt that I use to you guys and then the output to generate by AI and then the innovation can you implement it in these teaching modules. So guys, before using artificial intelligence, first I wrote my own original narrative story. The title is The Miracle. You can look at my VPS office. So the title is The Miracles by me, and then I create this story independently as the main learning material for my teaching modules. The story tells the journey, the character of Leo. This is a young street musician who struggles through poverty and loneliness before finally achieving his dream with the support of Yena. While writing this story, I made sure that it followed the generic structure of narrative text, including the orientations, and then the next is complications, and then the resolution, and then of course the moral value. And I also adjust the language level is so that it will be appropriate for grade 10 to English foreign language students. So after completing the story, I use as the primary learning material for developing the teaching module with the assistance of artificial intelligence. Okay guys, this is my story is the miracles. This is especially is just the short story to main material to teach the question for EFLs. So guys, after you completing my story, I start using artificial intelligence. So basically in here I use ChatGPT because it's easy to use. It's not complicated more than other AIs. So before asking to AI to generate the teaching modules, I carefully designed the detailed prompts. So this is my prompt, guys. Okay, this is my prompts. I also use my identity, the teacher, my names, and subject. For subject is for EFLs, and skill focus in reading writings. And the main text is on the miracle by Evans, and then learning approach GBA. Genre-based approach. There is a PKF, MOT, GCOT, and ICOT. This is my prompt, guys. So it's the long prompt because you need to give the specific prompt. Because when your prompt is not specific, is not good, guys. And then also in here I paste my short story is the miracles. So this is my teaching module, guys. So this is teaching module generated by AI. So after that there is a learning achievement is reading writings. In the readings, students evaluate explicit and implicit information from various narrative texts. So in these sessions, a student has to evaluate their own readings and then the explicit and implicit information from the narrative text before is numerical. And then in the writings, student compose the simple narrative text by applying appropriate generic structure, vocabulary, and also grammar accurately. And then this is a learning objective for reading and then writings. The first, you have to show to the students, explain the material, what is narrative text, like definition, the social function, and then the grammar structures, and the resolution, and also moral value. And after that, you tell and then explain to your student what is language feature used in the narrative text, like simple past tense. Okay, and then this is a learning procedure, guys. So this is a final module. The first section contain the general information like before, and then this is for reading writings. And then after that, guys, for the learning procedures, this is the first, you have like before, greet student and check the attendance, like hello everyone, and then to check attendance before I start our class. We can check the attendance first, like that. Before you go to the main material, guys, you have to tell the students the material relate with the habit from the student, like, do you know what is numerical, like before, like so. And then after you give the questions, you await the student respond from the question, and also the student can share their experience, and after that student can predict the story of the content. In the post activities, the teacher can make innovative class, like, guys, after you like use you I'll tell to you, Susan, after you read the story, I will decide you into groups, and after that you have to review the story structure with your peer, with your groups. And then after that you has to reflect on the lesson, like from the story, what you get, and then what you learned, what you more value. After completing the teaching module, I create educational illustration using AI. Before generating the image, I design another detailed prompt. In these prompts, I describe every scene from my story, and then I also explain the appearance of the characters, and then the learning stakes, the classroom activities, and then the illustration style. Okay. So this is a long prompt like that I showed you before, because you have to tell the ChatGPT the detailed prompt and the long prompt to make generate is good. And then this is, guys, what? Nah, what is it? Okay, in the first skin, the first skins, guys. This illustration introduces Leo as a street musician. It is used during the BKF stage to encourage students to practice the story. And then skin 2, this illustration compare the Leo simple life with Yeina. Yeina is a successful career, and from that students can observe the difference and discuss their first impression before reading. And then the next is MOT. This illustration shows the important moment in the story when Leo performed on the stage with Yeina. So from this skin, student can identify the climax and then emotional turning point of the narrative. And the next skin, in the illustration, focus on kindness, friendships, and also believing in someone's potentials. So the moral value, it helps students understand the moral value of the story, guys. And then the skin 5 is help students understand the chronological order of the narrative text. Like the phrase Leo played guitar, and then he watched Yeina concert, and then he got a chance to sing with Yeina. There are several innovations in this teaching module. First, I use my original narrative story instead of using a story from a textbook. Guys, there are several innovations in this teaching module. First, I use my own original narrative story instead using a story from textbooks, and this makes the learning material more authentic and then meaningful. And second, I integrate artificial intelligence to help develop the teaching module efficiently while keeping the learning objective and aligned with the curriculum. And the third, I create AI generate educational illustration based on every skin of the story. So this is also generated by AI, guys. This is tell the simple my lesson plan like teaching module, the miracle by event RLU. There's a general information, then Pancasila student profile, fight in God, noble character, and then learning achievement. There's a learning achievement, and then learning objective. And then the second is writing. Objective 1 is reading. To like writing, like I said before, and while teaching them, I also tell them the story, the simple generate story, generate image like that, like I show you before. The first screen, my dream is not to survive but to live my music one day. This is make the student more have the image in the brain of the students to know what is the story. And then the second is like that. This is the different life of the character. Like Leo is the simple life. I practice every day because I believe miracle happen to those who never give up. And then difference from Leo, Diana said, I sing because music in my way of sharing hope. And then the next is MOT, like that. When Leo sang, the whole crowd fell silent. His voice carried pain, loneliness, and hope. Okay, guys, this is every skin of the learning objective, guys. And then you can look in the story mapping, guys. So basically I also use story mapping to make student more easy to understand the character. And then also in the setting there is a city, and then the problems, and also the events. Leo played guitar, he discovered Yeina song on radio, the resolution, and then moral value. This is for the assignment like I showed you before. Although this teaching module is already complete, it can still be improved. In the future, I plan to add more interactive learning media such as QR code, link to animate videos maybe, and also digital story mapping like I made before, and online quizzes. The online quizzes are using quizzes, and maybe you can use the other platform, like this is a many platform can you use to make the learning process more interactive, like quizzes or Waffle or maybe Kahoot. These improvements can make the learning process more interactive and also enjoyable for students. So the student not passive in the class, there is active in the class, guys. Thank you very much for watching my presentation videos, and have a nice day, guys.